Hello and welcome. All right. Before we start, I'll give it a couple minutes here. We're just waiting for a tweet out. All right. Alright then. I think we can go ahead and start. Before we teleport, let's see what quests I had. So we had a bunch of these quests right here. So right now, what I'm doing is turning in quests I already completed at the boards. Now, ones I haven't finished, I'm just gonna leave them like that now. Now, in order to get the trophy for quests, like if you complete all quests like these, you'll get a trophy for it. Of course, that's not going to show up though. But
looks like I'm gaining on my father.
for now, I'm going to go back to where I was about towards the end of the game. So I have to go a little further in to unlock a special dungeon, which has Garble Celestial and then Etheria Queen. Those are my main two goals. Plus, deep within the labyrinth is also I can't say goblins, like more like thieves, silver thieves that give off a lot of XP for leveling up really quick. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna head there and try to get the dungeon unlocked, get the thieves and stuff. Oh, since we're here, I guess we can talk. This slasher. Alright, so now we know where he headed. Since we're here, we're gonna head out to the outskirts of town and fight some enemies. I'm pretty sure we have a few quests, and let me double check and make sure. So we got 2 quests here that I can turn in here somewhere else. So we have some quests here, from the looks of it. One thing about Star Wars Entertainer and Faithlessness is there's a lot of issues with some of the mechanics that could have been further improved on. Like when a quest completes, a notification should pop up on the window, or you could press the box button, or it brings up all the quests that it's pretty much mainly for this area. Or like let's say you're in this area, you press box, all the quests for this area is there and stuff, depending on the area you're in. I think that would have been a nice, helpful feature to have in this latest Star Ocean game. Whether we get another Star Ocean game or not, I don't think we're gonna probably get another one anytime soon. Or if there's another one. Because it took, what? I want to say a couple years before they even decided to make another Star Ocean game. Plus, they did place a lot of limitations on themselves when they worked on the PS3 hardware for this one, which they should have just worked on the PS4. That way they would have passed the limitations and been able to do a lot more. It's impressive, you know, they got the battle to be like in real time, so they have to go into a different whole separate window for a battle. It does save them the time.
I can help you.
Close to perfect as it gets. Better than that.
And I think about this game, besides, you know, the bad lip sync in here, it's kind of the movements feel stiff. But I guess that could be expected because of all the limitations. So we're gonna head to the farther part out of town, and we're gonna see. Hopefully, we'll be able to find our target we need for this quest. Gonna run a little bit more faster. Speed it up. Oh yeah. Alright, I guess it's not in this way. So we're gonna backtrack, go around. To be honest, I think I should have went around the other way because it would have been more simpler.
Easy pick it! It's mine now! This is
We're just gonna escape.
Withdraw from the fight.
Yeah, unlock on the like the previous games, if you left battle trying to escape your board or your gauge would have got damaged and you will have to rebuild it again. In this installment, you don't even have to worry about that, which is a plus. Especially if you reload your save data up where you left off, it saves it too. So that's a plus there. As you guys might have known, most Starship games don't have, well, I ain't gonna say most, but none of the Starship games really have a new game plus to carry over your weapon stuff. It mostly carries over the battle trophy data that you gotten from that playthrough, but not actual equipment or level. Each playthrough you start out fresh. So that's why when you do a first playthrough, complete all the quests, every single quest, get the trophy, you don't have to worry about that. Unless you need it for certain items, like for crafting or something, to craft your ultimate weapon or armor or something, or you need healing items or resurrection or something. Well, I guess we came this far, we might as well get okay, like. And, oh yeah, that also means, yes, you would have to collect SP, level up your skills again, etc., etc. It's kind of a downer on it. It would have been nice to carry that over without having to level all the skills again. Because leveling skills could take about, probably from the beginning to the end game to even hit some skills being maxed out or not. If you really heavily focus on your skills.
Preemptive strike, go! Shadowless strike! Step on!
Emerson, I'll try to help. What?
As close to perfect as it gets. A warrior must continue.
I believe that was one of our quest targets. I think it was. Or no, it wasn't.
To hone his skills.
Oh. I'm gonna go over these quests and also double check my work here really quick. Alright. Looking over a few of these. Yeah, some of them are even in this area. That's another problem. Like, some of these quest details are kind of like shaky at best. sometimes the quests won't always show up where they are talking about. Sometimes they might be further out, or closer to the area, or one area over, or inside a tunnel or something. If you do get stuff like that, always explore every place possible. Now, right here, this is just like a hidden thing for good. Test out your strength level, whatever. Go in here if you want to risk it all, but come prepared. Because only you're coming back out if you're pretty much strong enough to survive it. But if you're a high enough level with good equipment and stuff, you should do fine. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna actually head back. Because we're gonna head back to the ship, and then head back to Italy's home. And also head over to the training hall as well. So let's go ahead and stock up on some HP and some health. So we just teleport out here, we'll be right out the outside of the skirts of town. And then from there we'll just head in.
Sorry.
I guess we can go ahead and do this one. So this one is heading all up there, so...
And you and Emerson are really something else. Just seeing how decisive and serious you are on your ship, it sent chills down my spine.
Thank you. Say, Fidel, would you like to join the military too?
Yes, I would. It'd be an honor to follow in my father's footsteps.
You would be more than welcome. And I'm not talking about Rasulia's military. You should join ours. Once all this is over, I'll ask Captain Kenny if you can come to Earth with us.
Oh. Yeah, what? That opens up the world possibilities for him.
Now I remember that I have a big sister too. The two of us, we were always together back at the laboratory. But we had no freedom. None at all. I was lucky and got away from there. I'm free, but my sister, she's still trapped. They're not going to let her go. I want to tell my sister about so many things. Like about how big the outside world is, and all the wonderful things that go on in it.
Yeah, afterwards we just head right here and finish it up. If you're planning on getting all the endings in one playthrough, I suggest sticking to a guide that details it as well as possible. Because having the affection being slightly off once will mess you up. Now, I don't know how many endings I'm gonna get with all these characters, so what I get is what I get. If I get enough good ones, I'll probably have to come back with a detailed written guide here to figure out which one to go with.
Whoops.
Get the ones I didn't get. So far, this playthrough is only a complete wing through. I'm just winging it.
Let's keep moving.
Enemy elimination successful.
Alright. That's one down, and now we should look for Reed while we're in town. Let's see, Reed should be somewhere in town. Let's check the infirmary, he might be there. Alright, nope. Check the mirror house. Nope, not here either. I don't think he's here. Maybe I have to go back one town, but well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go and unlock that place real quick then. But you know what? Maybe I should just double check, go down. Nope. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and down. Yep, he's actually in the house. Alright. Alright, so that takes care of that there. So we can go ahead and hit back here. Yeah, that's actually a good question. I've just been wondering, what mode have I been playing on? I think we can do it here. From the looks of it, we can't tell what mode I was playing on, but Oh, actually, maybe it's on the actual save data itself. Galaxy. So I've been playing on Galaxy difficulty. I think that was the required difficulty to unlock the next one. So. Looks like we're gonna have a beast right there in battle. Well, let's see how we do.
This won't even be a fight.
Rage on!
Mr. Soldier, I can help you.
Not bad. We're doing pretty well.
Just as I expected.
I want to help. Yep, I'm okay.
Let's check. I was about 89 there.
I'll do my best.
Allow me to help.
Disengage! Rage on, Twisting Trumpet!
Disengage! Mirror Blade!
Sacred Pain! Hammer of Light! Hammer of Light! I fall upon a crushing blow!
No one makes any hurt.
No shelter from the rain
No.
of blade!
No one makes any hurt.
Aerial Assault!
I want to help. It's okay. You're safe now.
That was battle.
Enemy elimination successful.
Don't take me so lightly! Let me help.
A decisive win with minimal casualties.
Two have more than a 95% chance.
Aurora rings! Everybody feel the power! Feel it!
Never strike!
Behold! Shimmering death awaits!
No stopping the revolution!
Great job! So let's keep moving.
Could have been worse, I guess.
Not interested in fighting. So much power.
As close to perfect as it gets.
What can I
Sister
say? I'm a
Soldier.
perfectionist.
I can help you.
Is this all we're up against?
This'll get her! No one gave me gravity pull!
I want to help.
That wasn't even worth saying. I'm a perfectionist.
I'm not ready to retire yet.
No one likes getting hurt.
Run!
So much power.
Missile gate!
Breaking spark! Bring it on! It's okay. We're safe here. Here it comes! No one likes getting hurt. Here it comes! And I'll do my best.
Never strike!
Good done. Enemy elimination successful.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how I've waited to see you in person rather than through a screen, Captain Kenny.
Don't get ahead of yourself, General.
Little girl, have you no intention of returning to my side? And you, whelp, do you wish to join me?
I want to be with Fidel and Miki, not you.
Who'd ever take the side of a man who uses children as tools? People's lives aren't toys for you to play with.
The time for talk has ended. Theria, bestow your power upon me!
Really? Theria!
Vice Director!
Yes, sir.
Theria! No, sis. I have no sister. Your orders, General. Theria.
Lend me your power, minion! Victory here shall prove the veracity of my creed!
Don't be fooled.
Are you ready, Kizar?
Attacks don't work.
Nord is He's surrounded by a force field that's connected to another dimension via space-time symbology. This effectively makes him immune to any type of attack we could throw at him.
How can he reach us? It doesn't make sense.
The answer to that is, how should I know?
What's the matter? I thought you were supposed to show me the error of my way. Thanks to you, you were able to solve one of space-time symbology's many mysteries. In order for her powers to activate, certain types of hormones must be secreted in the subject's brain. For example, your subject secreted the necessary hormones when experiencing strong emotions, such as trust and love. Now that we understand the mechanism, we can easily this can be accomplished with mind control or by injecting the necessary hormones directly into the system. Take a good long look. This is the face of the man who changed space-time symbology.
But we have no other choice. Really?
Here we go! Hello, Buster!
Eat this!
Volcanic burst!
Get up. Get up, Relia. You're just gonna leave your sister like this? I'll catch you no matter how many times you fall. Just believe in me and get up. Take control of your own future with Theria.
I believe in you more than anyone in the universe.
Now go turn Theria back to her normal self.
I'll do it. I'll be the one to save my sister.
What?
Okay, time to throw everything we've got at him.
Your judgment's at hand! Healing!
Shadowless strike! Bury you all in one fell swoop!
Emerson, I'll try to help.
Shadowless strike!
No one will save her. No. We have no choice.
That all you can muster? Don't make me laugh! Shadowless strike! Well, now we know this will not be a dull affair. Very well. It is time. Behold the results of our latest symbological research.
Signet replication?
Don't make me laugh! How enjoyable to command such immense power, such little effort. Sorry, I don't know. My apology. If I annihilate you without even thinking. Let's strike!
I'm already done.
Crystal Gate! Your lives are now forfeit! Crystal Gate! Your lives are now forfeit! Crystal Gate!
Do my best.
Shadowless Strike! Private! Getaway!
It's okay.
Crystal Gate! Shatter your soul! In myriad pieces!
Leave this to me.
Don't make me laugh! And all you can muster, bury you all in one fell swoop! Can you withstand this? Crystal Gate!
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Someone
No one was getting hurt.
Crystal Gate! Don't make me laugh!
No one was getting hurt.
Your lives are now forfeit!
Allow me to help.
How could I let this happen?
No one was getting hurt. Feel the burn! And a radiant dancer! Volcanic burst!
Bloodstone Revolution! Shadowless Strike! Bloodstone Revolution!
Really,
Vice Director!
Please, sir, if we go any further, we'll obliterate the subject's gestalt.
Do it! How dare you! Get out of my way, you worthless cretin!
No,
did I not do this in the first place? Such consummate power coursing through my veins. How invigorating! With your last breaths, prostrate yourselves before me!
Crystal Gate! This series is too long.
Crystal Gate! Never strike! Our attacks are useless! Try to neutralize their force field one more time, kiddo, please!
You can use the same method as before.
You're all going to attack my sister, right? No,
Descend!
I can't do it. I just can't hurt my own sister.
No, it's
I don't know.
Julia's power has gone around.
Let's strike! Waiting any longer would be a waste of time. Let's finish this.
Freeze! Heal it!
through the gate!
Everybody feel the power!
Relia, do you want your sister to be like that forever? I know. You can do it.
I tried to protect you, but this is the end of the road for me. Sorry.
I applaud your will to rise, whelp. Too bad you'll just be cut back down.
Open your eyes, Feria, please!
No!
Relia, I beg of you. Please, please kill me.
Don't run away! Fight! Fight against his control! Break free of it!
Silence, whelp!
I believe in you, Relia. I always have. And I know you can rise up with Feria if you truly want to.
We can beat this man if we fight together, Feria. I believe in you, sis. And I believe in both of you. I do.
You bastard, Fidel! I see now that you were my real enemy all along!
That, and your executioner. Abyssal Gate! Shadowless Strike! Shadowless Strike! Allow me to help. Abyssal Gate!
No one is getting hurt.
Shadowless Strike! Leave this to me.
This'll clear it.
gate! Use the gate! Shadowless strike! Find your Missile gate! Leave this to me. Air blast! Missile gate! Missile gate! Nether strike! Missile gate! Missile gate! Missile gate! Shadowless strike! No shelter from the rain of blade! Shadowless strike!
Mr. Soldier! I can help with this
Missile gate!
Midnight Blade!
Shadowless strike! Missile gate!
I'll try to help.
Shadowless strike!
No one will
Wait.
Adele, let me help.
We did win, didn't we?
Yes, that we did.
His strength is dwindling. His wave patterns are getting astonishingly small.
Luna! Chris! Kronos is destined to crumble! Should I perish here?
Brawn alone can't win all wars.
Likewise, my fascist assailants. I'll be observing your lot from on high. Repudiation to you. Honor to Kronos!
Adele, thanks a lot. I didn't back down at all. I did all I could. Me and Relia.
Yeah. You prevailed.
Promise you will. look after my baby sister?
I certainly do. Relia deserves a good life. A caring, maybe mentoring dad. Like Beryl was when I was young.
Relia, I'm so sorry. What's more, I should thank you. My wish was answered due to your... grow up and be... the joyous girl I couldn't.
Varia, no!
Don't be so sad. Since I'll be with you in your heart. Don't be so sad. Since I'll be with you in your heart.
Captain's log. Space date, November 7, 537. Our mission in the Faithlessness system has concluded. With the death of its leader, General Alma, the rebellion collapsed in upon itself. As the coup d'etat ended in abject failure, the Kronos government was able to regain its authority. Days later, President Mutal declared that Kronos would join the Pan-Galactic Federation, thus swelling our ranks and leaving one fewer enemy. I have a feeling, however, that there will be repercussions from this incident that last for quite some time. In my opinion, it is now abundantly clear that the Federation is at a major crossroads. It is only a matter of time, I assume, before we must re-evaluate the form we wish the Federation to henceforth take. Kronos was officially inducted into the Pan-Galactic Federation, and while the Kronos incident that engendered the Alliance was certainly noteworthy, it was not the only seminal event of Space Date 537. The year also became known for various progressive reforms, which would serve as defining points of Federation policy for years to come. Faithlessness' fate regarding the Federation was officially decided today. Because the planet is not sufficiently civilized, it will not be recognized as a legitimate member of the Federation. As we influenced the planet to a great extent, though, it was designated a protectorate. I plan to ask Command to appoint Victor the Inspector General of Faithlessness. I cannot imagine there is anyone else in the galaxy better suited to the job than him. Now that I mention one Faithlessian, I should probably record what happened to the rest. Everyone involved in the incident immigrated to Earth. After all they'd experienced of the outside world, we couldn't simply let them return to an underdeveloped planet. Besides, they unanimously decided to come of their own accord, which is what I was hoping for anyway. Miki's currently studying her heart out to become a science officer. According to Anne, she's got a real knack for this sort of thing. Already understanding the basics of symbology doesn't hurt either. If there's anything that holds her back, though, it's reading and writing. You can't be too hard on her, as she didn't grow up with the Terran syllabary, but she still has a long road ahead of her. Victor was able to enlist in the Federation's military, and based upon his distinguished record, he was appointed as an instructor. Considering he's a citizen of an underdeveloped planet, this is a historic accomplishment for him. Personally, I'd like to see Command put him in charge of overseeing his home planet, but the decision ultimately rests with him. Thanks in part to an endorsement from Dr. Krupp, Fiore was accepted as a researcher in the newly built Symbological Genetics Laboratory on Moonbase. I say accepted, but the whole facility was basically established for her sake. Her knowledge surpasses even our own scientists in some areas, so I assume they're more than happy to take advantage of her genius. There's no way they won't make at least a few breakthroughs with her working on their team. All is quiet on the Anne front, as she continues to work as a science officer aboard the Charles D. Gold. Her looks are what sealed the deal for me when hiring her, but I'll be damned if she isn't one capable science officer. Once I'm finally given my new assignment, I won't hesitate to bring her along. As for me, the myriad and valiant deeds I performed in quelling the Kronos Rebellion earned me a promotion. Nothing's official yet, but word around the water cooler is that I'll become an admiral. To think, me, with my own fleet. What's more, the ship they'll assign me won't be any ordinary one. It'll supposedly be equipped with some rather snazzy technology, of an experimental and gravitic warp kind. I guess this goes to show, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few rules.
Alright, looks like we finished beating the first playthrough of Star Ocean. Integrate Faithlessness. Too bad the scene's blocked, though. It's just pretty much just the ending credit that's being blocked here. The only way to get around these type of block scenes is to probably do it through a capture card without the HDCP on. Now, with the first place taken care of, I'm gonna go back with the same save and work on. I'm gonna work on try to do the dungeon, finish up any side quests left unfinished. Then I'll probably start a new gameplay through on my own. Anything I did miss, I'll have to get it on my own. And after that, I'll start working on streaming my next game. But before that, I do still have to do the Final Fantasy 15's Gladio episode in Pronto. So stay tuned for those two to come still. Yeah, and to be honest, I think if a game's been out for more than a couple of months or a year, there should be a update to unblock those scenes. There's really no point unblocking scenes in a video game. If you don't want the games to be spoiled like new release games, make it like where the game's not allowed to be streamed. Of course, then at the same time, people wouldn't be able to stream all the new core shit. But yeah. Something like this, like when a new game releases, you're not allowed to stream it for about a month. Then I guess they release a patch or unblock around the actual game so you could see all the seeds then. Because most games will block certain scenes or end credits because they don't want to spoil everything. Or best way to go around is capture card it. Let's see here. So we got that. After my next stream would most likely be 15's Gladio or Pratos. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back and do some transistors, and probably go back and do some Omega Quantet to finish that game up, since it's kind of been left unfinished. I'm gonna also probably do some SAO Lost Song, since I haven't had enough time to start that game up to play it. So we'll go back and stream that completely. So after the 2 episodes, I'll probably do SAO Lost Song, maybe, or one of the other games I said. All right, the ending credits here is about done from the looks of it. And also, don't forget, these videos are always uploaded. Every time I stream, I upload them to my YouTube for later viewing in case you guys missed it or etc. etc. Oh, excellent. There's another game I most likely will love to stream, Gravity Rush 2. Gonna make sure I get my hands on it and stream that. I probably will put a list of what games I could probably stream in the Twitch description. Yeah, I'll probably jot down a list of games I'm going to be streaming and playing. So that way you'll know the given order. Well, I said this was almost done. This credit. It's a little longer than expected. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a way to kind of cut through this quicker. It's not. Man, it'd be nice if you guys could hear this. There's some really good end credit music going on.
Fidel's now diligently studying to become an officer in the Federation's military. Truth be told, we'd already accept him as a foot soldier, but he says he won't settle for anything less than being a crewman on a battleship. Now, I'm not one to balk at lending my friends a hand, but this is a battle he needs to fight on his own. Prove that I was right to believe in you and get your butt up here, Fidel.
Hmm. Alright.
Hey there. Your snack's ready.
Excellent. Be there when this is done.
You'll burn out studying like that.
Miki, you barely try at all. I bet you'll never transcend Emerson Aran like that.
What about just being your wife?
Ooh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Nothing important. I said we should both try our hardest.
Yeah, let's. Great. Finished. I'll take that snack now.
There's no way you didn't hear that. Come on.
And who can forget about Relia? In the aftermath of all this, the Federation Academy of the Sciences was about to effectively imprison her. Why? In the name of scientific inquisition, supposedly. Of course, Fidel and Miki were livid and planned to steal her back. Before they could do anything rash, though, Fiore and Dr. Krupp presented some interesting findings. Mainly that Little Miss Sunshine's presence was not necessary for the Academy's studies to continue. With the threat of living like a lab rat now behind her, Relia resides peacefully under Fidel's custody. I can only hope she finds happiness as a normal girl.
Thanks a lot, Fidel. Dear sis, I couldn't be any luckier.
Alright, looks like we are done there. To continue your adventures in the Eternal Sphere, a little bit later you saved up your... Hmm. Alright, so now we're able to load back from here, the final boss. Of course, that does mean backtracking for the rest. But anyway, we're not going to do any more than this, but yeah, once you beat the game, you'll be able to backtrack fully to go do Garbo Celestial and Inferior Queen. So once you do that, yeah, you guys can have, level up quicker, get stronger, and stuff like that. As you know, my levels stay the same from that. So you don't really need to be any super strong just to get through this boss right here. Well then, guys, I'll be streaming again, maybe tomorrow or so, or this weekend. But until then, peace out.